The worst comedy show. The worst comedy show I've ever done was on this stage.
It was tonight.
No, this was great. Y'all were incredible. It was a lupus benefit, which it's like, that's not benefiting anybody. It was a lupus benefit that D.L. Hughley was supposed to headline. Do y'all know D.L. Hughley? He was on the Kings of Comedy. Bernie Mac, Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and D.L. Hughley. And I was so excited. I grew up on the Kings of Comedy. I was so excited. And then we get to the show, and D.L.'s plane didn't work out, so he couldn't make it to the lupus benefit. But it was sold out because people thought that D.L. Hughley was going to be here. So it starts with like a slideshow. There's a projector down there doing a slideshow of this lady who has lupus, and it's very sad. And then an R&B singer gets up, and he does a song about the struggles of life, kind of related to lupus. And then they're like, and now you're hosting MC, Steven Taylor. So I walk out following an R&B in the saddest slideshow of all time. And I'm like, hey guys, we're going to have a fun night. Yeah. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, just to let you know, D.L. Hughley's not going to make it tonight, but we're going to have a lot of fun, aren't we? And they were like, no. You're here and he's not? And I was like, yeah, isn't that good? And they were like, no. So I did 15 minutes of comedy to absolute silence. I'm talking not a chuckle. Nobody laughed at all. And I could hear people talking, not heckling. That's the thing. They weren't being mean to me. But they were like talking to each other, and I'll never forget, it's right where you're sitting right now, in that back, that little section right there. Can you just, what's your name?
Amy.
That's as clear as I heard it. It was so quiet, I heard everything. But she didn't say her name. She leaned over to her friend and she goes, this is the worst birthday ever. I could see that woman in my fucking nightmares, dude. She has never left my mind. And what I wish I said is, I hope it's your last birthday. And instead, all I said was, gasped. Oh my God, it was horrible. But yeah, so I learned my lesson, and we tell you at the end that Mr. Decht is not going to be here, and I just want to say that.
Do you remember the worst you've ever bombed?
Oh, I do.
Right? Yeah.
That wasn't the worst you've ever bombed?
No, I was talking about for you. It was tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I made that joke like 3 minutes ago.
I know, but
I do, and you just brought it up. I was doing a firefighter benefit in Colorado Springs, and before I went up, they did like an in memoriam for all the firefighters that had died in Colorado that year. And then the chief just goes, now who's ready for some comedy? Lou Ferris! Immediately went up there, and I fucking bombed for like 10 minutes. And I get the worst heckle I've ever gotten. I was doing my joke about, I was like, oh, firefighters, I'm gonna talk about the time that I was in a burning building and ran outside in my underwear and almost fucked those firemen. And then I was like, yeah, I ran out in my underwear. And this man with Down syndrome in the crowd just goes, ew. What do you say to that guy? I'm just like, you don't know what you're talking. Yeah, I'm just like, you're right, bud. And that was the biggest laugh of the night, because I didn't get any more after that.
You got to travel with him.
Yeah, that dude fucking crushed.
Oh my God. I opened for an Elvis impersonator when I was brand new to comedy, and I didn't know that's what I was doing until I got to the show, and that went pretty poorly, because everybody in the audience was like 179 years old. They were like taking out their hearing aids and shit. And when I was walking through, there was no good way to get off stage, and so it'd be like if I finished and I just stepped down and just walked through everybody. And as I was walking, kind of like what you were saying, like people were talking about, because the next guy didn't come on yet, and so people were just talking about my set, and one old lady said to her friends at the table, she was like, he seemed nice, I wanted that to be good. So that hurt.
Dude, comedy's so hard. Comedy, you get put in crazy situations where you have to do things for an Elvis. What town were you in?
Springfield, Missouri.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Everyone in here has had to open for an Elvis impersonator in Springfield, Missouri. That's what you have to do.
So you bombed. How did the Elvis impersonator do?
Crushed. Dominated. He trashed me in his set. That's
Really?
part of the story. Yeah. He was like, keep it going one more time. Yeah, he was like, keep it going one more time for that young man who opened for me. And everybody in the room was like, nah, I don't think we will. And then Elvis was like, I hear, if you ask me, You wasn't nothing but a hound dog. He used my set to get into his shit.
What a fucking professional.
You know, it was not the first time he had to follow some shitty kid. For sure.
Springboarding off your bomb is the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
I did a show in Sedalia, Missouri one time. And in Sedalia, I was doing it for the Sedalia Democrat, which is a newspaper
He's just
down
the one
there.
guy. He's the one.
Damn.
When I looked it up, I was like, oh, the Sedalia Democrat. Okay, cool. It'll be like maybe some liberal, open-minded people. And then I looked it up, and the newspaper was invented in 1865, and I was like, fuck. That's going to be, I know where that's going to go. And so we did, it was a raffle. They were doing a raffle the whole night for this whole little company party, and they had comedians in between the raffle objects. And I was supposed to close out the raffle night with my comedy. And, and I remember they auctioned off like movie tickets and jewelry, and the closing thing of the night was a gun. And everybody was so excited for the gun, and they were like,
You were opening for the gun, or the gun went? Okay, I got it.
I was opening for a gun,
That's pretty sick.
And you're not going to believe it.
That's how you open for the gun.
Dude, I wanted to at the end of it. I was hoping I won the
Bought a
gun.
raffle ticket from the stage.
Bro, it was the
Yeah.
craziest experience because I just bombed so hard. You know, sometimes you deal with hecklers like tonight. You're not a heckler, but like you have like somebody comments and you go back and forth. Lou has this problem where if somebody heckles, Lou used to, when we started touring, he would treat everybody like they were a 14-year-old, and he'd be like, you fucking shut up and die. Like he would immediately get so mean to him. And I learned this guy like yelled something at me and I went, okay, Hagrid. And if you saw this guy, you'd be like, nailed it. But this guy was like very sad to be had, so I bombed like the rest of the 15 minutes. And then it was just so quiet. And they're like, all right, who's ready for the gun? And the gun killed, dude. The gun. Everybody loved the gun. They hated me. So I appreciate y'all being here for a good comedy show and not being a part of the Sedalia Democrat.